Aston Villa have rejected it, and they've said they have no intention of allowing the striker to leave. Yes, people, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. I go by Liam. This is a football video. And you know it's a football video because I'm in the car. I only ever seem to get time to record in the car at the moment, so just gotta get it in when we can. I've got 5 spare minutes. Let's get a video done. Today I want to talk about Aston Villa. I want to talk about the emotional rollercoaster Aston Villa fans must be on and how they've recently been raided by other clubs. So this week has been very much up and down for Villa. On Wednesday we saw them, I'll say luckily, but they beat Celtic 4-2. They started off, went 2-0 up in 5 minutes. Then it came back to 2-2. Then they won 4-2. That was, of course, in the last game of the Champions League group stage. It has left them finishing 8th, which is probably a position I didn't think they'd be in when you look at the teams in the tournament. So very well done to them for finishing 8th. It means they do skip the extra playoff round. And they are in the final, well, they are in the next stage of a competition. So emotions must have been running high Wednesday night. However, I feel like they would feel very deflated shortly after, because it was just in a number of hours that we received news that they've received 2 bids for 2 different players. And they're not just any players. In terms of Aston Villa, I would say these are pretty big deals. The first player, John Duran, they have received a bid which apparently is around the £65 million mark. And that's from Al Nassr in Saudi, which could be quite weird for Duran because he's gone from being teammates with people like Matty Cash to potentially being teammates with Cristiano Ronaldo. Again, I think he's only 20-something. He's not old, so is Saudi the right league for him at the moment? He's obviously had a good season. He is in demand. I don't know if I'd go to Saudi if I was him. It looks like he is going to go, so I can't fault him for that. You know, he's getting his money. Apparently, he's doing a medical in London today, I think, Thursday, before flying to Saudi on Saturday. Don't know what it means for Villa. Will they even have chance to spend this 65 million? Well, it might not be 65 million. It might be more. Because on the same day, they also had a bid for Ollie Watkins. This bid came from Arteta's Arsenal and was around the 60 million mark, apparently. Aston Villa have rejected it, and they've said they have no intention of allowing the striker to leave, especially since Duran is leaving. But Arsenal are apparently coming back with a second bid. Apparently Aston Villa are not happy with how Arsenal have conducted themselves here, putting a bid in so close to the window closing. It doesn't really allow them time to get replacements or even look for replacements, really. They would have thought at the start of the window that these players were going nowhere. But obviously when someone like Arsenal comes in for you, it will unsettle you if you're a young striker. I say young. Ollie Watkins isn't young, but he's not old. But that could be one of the biggest moves of his career that he has until he retires. So if you're Ollie Watkins, as committed as you are to Villa, like, that thought of Arsenal is always going to be in the back of his mind. Especially since we all know Arsenal need a striker. Like, if he's that guy and he fits perfectly in, he could do massive things at Arsenal. So, yeah, I mean, the good news is, in a few hours or a few days, Aston Villa could potentially have £120 million to spend on players. The bad news is, they might not have time to find any replacements. If both players do end up leaving, what impact do you think this will have on Villa? I know they signed Maatsen from Dortmund, but these are 2 big players to lose for any club. So how do you see this impacting them? What do you think this will do to their season? If you were Villa, or if you're a Villa fan, are you going to let either of them go? Are you going to let both of them go? Would you sell one, keep one? Comment below and let me know your thoughts. Also, I don't know if this is the right time to mention it, but Manchester United are looking to get rid of Marcus Rashford. So if Villa do want to get rid of Ollie Watkins and bring in, I don't know, another English striker, maybe Rashford, I'm sure a deal can be done there. Maybe they just swap. Like, Watkins go to United and Rashford go to Villa. That's better than Arsenal's deal, isn't it? But yeah, no, it's obviously not a Rashford video, but I think at the moment Man United will get rid of him any way they can. So Villa, if you want Marcus, do the deal. As always, thank you for watching, guys. If you're new here, please subscribe. Drop a like on this video, maybe a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.